It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buccaneers and the Patriots, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2...
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
A first down carry for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 14 carries, 56 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
A timeout here for an injured player. Definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Willis to throw. And pausing here for an injured player, and not what you want to see. That's Malik Willis, who is shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. A first carry for Rashad White. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
That false start costly. Moves them back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. And they'll be let out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Hooker. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. He'll get this up to about the 44. The Patriots at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Hooker. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Christian Gonzalez up to make the play. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Ziegler looking middle, and that's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Read option. This is White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Off the option, here's Henry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. You look at this Patriots defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ziegler. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they won't be slow and steady now. They'll get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Ziegler. Completion here to Claypool. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Jake Camardas in on now to punt this away. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. 6-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Ziegler. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive end, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Again, it's Stevenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Hooker now off play action. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Hooker. And he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
But these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Stevenson. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Alec Ingold, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Fights loose. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Ziegler. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ziegler. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing. Hooker. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 48 yards yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Hooker. Over the middle, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Hooker. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The drive starts with a run by White. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. To throw on 2nd down. Ziegler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Ziegler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Ziegler. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Ziegler. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Ziegler. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A final shot before break. Ziegler looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this one is right through, and that will do it. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 77 yards on the ground so far for Stevenson, and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Hooker's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ziegler able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's free at the 35. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch in the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Second down, they go again with Henry. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
And Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And now out come the Patriots. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Patriots 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Looking to throw. Hooker completes this one to Starks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Stevenson. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They begin with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 32.
Operating from the gun. Ziegler. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer 1st, to pick up of 12 yards.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Off the option, here's Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kalijah Kancey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Ziegler. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Throwing on 1st down. Ziegler. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a 1st down.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Inside handoff. Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Holding, proceeding.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Hooker. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. He's going to try and do this himself. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. They run straight ahead here with White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 68 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Ziegler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw. Ziegler. And he's got it. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New England's offense set to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. First down throw here. It's Hooker. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hooker, it's complete. This is Starks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Hooker. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
A gain of only a yard.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, Hooker. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They'll go for it. Hooker. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
79 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he stopped immediately there.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Ziegler. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots now down by 15. 54 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now Hooker. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Hooker to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah. Now
you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory. But that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran